Welcome to Center Park Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida Atlantic's offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Coaches talk about 3rd downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Georgia State's offense will go to work for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jeff.
He's loose. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly complete. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kicked the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught over the middle. It's Asiata. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Stanley. He Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
He'll run it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Panthers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Louisville. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Owls headed quickly to the line. That's caught. It's Card. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Fires to the big fella. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Looking to fire. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. It's Asiata. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the return. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Quarterback running on the draw. Turning it on. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell pass. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now I quickly hand it to the running back. You could see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Stanley. Makes the catch. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Give to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, Georgia State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Card. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield is Stanley. Finds his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go. Ready?
Back to pass. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that.
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Amatova. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires deep on the run. Picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win 1st and 2nd down, bring their dime personnel on the field 3rd and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking to throw at Stanley. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 10 to Utah. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. To the air on 1st down. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Asiata.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Black 14.
Back to throw. It's Stanley. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
The throw to the outside is complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Stanley. On the run, fires downfield. Soft spot in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
From the gun, give on the inside. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking to pass, it's Stanley. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Fit it in the window for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Northern Illinois came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Husky Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He'll keep it himself. Got the 1st down and more. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Owls need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The short hands, it's Asiata. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, the running back has it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A running back has it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Wants to throw. It's Stanley. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They punted away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He'll try the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
QB draw. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Complete to start this drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Flips it out in the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Safe completion on the screen. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Woodside. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they punt it away.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. See what they dial up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Black 14. Black 14. Set.
Keeps it on the draw. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.